at a policy level, how are governments around the world overlooking these dangerous side effects of, including antibiotic resistance? So, like, what is the data to support, and what policy changes can be done?
There have been some countries that have banned glyphosate, particularly, I think it was Nicaragua in Central America. They had a huge problem with their the people who harvested the sugarcane crop were getting a really nasty kidney disease at a young age that was killing them. And they suspected that it might be caused by glyphosate. And so they actually banned the use of glyphosate in Nicaragua. And a similar thing happened in Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka also banned glyphosate because of their, it wasn't sugarcane, but I think it was rice farmers that were getting sick from, and the glyphosate was being used, and glyphosate was contaminating their water supply, and they were dying of kidney failure. So it's a very, glyphosate can be really hard on the kidneys. If you know, maybe especially if you're exposed to the air, I'm not sure. But anyway, these farmers in particular that were harvesting the glyphosate right after it had been sprayed with they're harvesting the crop right after it had been sprayed with the glyphosate. This is the case with the Nicaraguan sugarcane farmers, because sugarcane is one of the crops that's sprayed as a ripener right before harvest. And so, so Nicaragua banned glyphosate, and Sri Lanka banned glyphosate, and Mexico has been working really hard to ban glyphosate. The United States has been fighting back, and Monsanto's been suing them. It's been really quite a mess. I've been following this for many years now. And I think it's going to eventually happen, but it keeps getting postponed because, you know, there's lawsuits and all this stuff. They want to ban the import of GMO corn from the United States. And the United States actually provides Mexico with quite a bit of corn, and corn is a staple in Mexico. And so the United States is upset because they're afraid they're going to lose that, the profits from those sales. And so we've been trying to keep them from banning glyphosate, which is really awful. And also there's certain cities or in the United States, many in California, some on the East Coast, that have, the city itself has banned glyphosate usage in public places. So there's some movements that way. Meanwhile, the industry is getting clever, and they're trying to fight back again with legally by trying to get the states to introduce laws that would actually give the company a get out of jail free card. So if a person says your glyphosate caused my non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, because we have all these lawsuits for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma being attributed to glyphosate exposure, and they're trying to pass laws state by state. There's several states where the companies are trying to introduce these laws, bills, you know, that could become law, to say that glyphosate, that the company cannot be sued because of injury from glyphosate, because glyphosate is such an essential component of agriculture that we can't afford not to have it. So it's really twisted. It's like, because glyphosate is so important to our crops and to our ability to feed our country, we can't allow people to sue the company if they get injured by glyphosate. So that is really a terrible, terrible thing if it passes. My friends have been trying. I have a lot of politically active friends who have been trying to push back on this, to pressure the state senators not to pass these bills.